Hey guys, what's up? George here, aka T-Rex, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today is just a little video to suggest to people that you focus on your rares. Now, I'm one of the people who played for 6 months before I had a single legendary. I've got a lot of very good epics and I've got a lot of very good endgame characters, but a lot of people I see in the Discord and in the chat are always saying, I haven't got a Lego, I haven't got a Lego, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm pretty lucky. I've got a few Legos now. I've obviously got the new Cillian from the Fusion. I've got Whirlim from the Battle Pass, Warchief, Razin, who I fused, Abyss and Skartorsis. Now, believe it or not, Warchief, Abyss and Skartorsis, I pulled all from Ancient Shards. I haven't pulled a single legendary from Sacred Shards, but that's not what the video is about today. The video today is about focusing on your rares. There are some fantastic rares out there that actually outdo the legendaries in a lot of ways. And one of those ways is they're much cheaper to build out good. So obviously there's Bellower, who is a Void rare, so he's trickier to get because he's Void, but he can be a fantastic campaign farmer, or he can be really good at helping you get through the waves. If you also want to build him as like a jack of all trades, check out the video linked in the description, also in the little eye in the corner, about my Bellower, who is like a jack of all trades character. There's Frozen Banshee, who's a new character from the Battle Pass, and she is quite possibly rated by everyone as the best clan boss poisoner in the game. And obviously she takes a lot of books to book her up to full, but rare books are much easier to come across than epic or legendary books especially. And if you look at my top 3, 6, 9, if you look at my top 12 characters, 5 of them are rare. 5 are epic, but 5 of them are rare. I've got Fellhound here, who I've been using on my Fire Knight recently for his reflect damage. Apothecary, who is just insane as a rare. He's absolutely incredible. Probably should lock these down actually so I don't mess with him. Apothecary, possibly the best healer in the game. Different people have different opinions because he has his speed, he has his heals, and he has a 3-hit A1. He's a very, very powerful rare. Coffin Smasher, another new rare. He was for the Rotos fusion. I didn't do that fusion. I wasn't available to do it. But I managed to pull Coffin Smasher from an Ancient Shard on a 2x event. He's incredible. He's got a 3-hit A1. And he's got a second, his A2 is a 50% HP burn, which can be booked up. And then he also decreases the damage enemies inflict with AoE's attack by 5%. So he's actually really good in certain stages of the Fire Knight. He's good in the clan boss if you get the right masteries and stuff on him. And then obviously, again, I spoke about Bellower already. So there are some absolutely fantastic, and even some uncommons, but we're here to talk about rares, so I'll talk about that another time. There's even some, Runic Warder, another rare, pretty useful. People maybe sleep on him, but he again has a reflect damage, continuous heal, but he also has a 2-hit A1 and a 2-hit A2, and he's based on HP. So you could stick him in a shield set, for example, and boost his HP right up. If you don't understand how the shield set works, I have a video on that as well, which is also in this playlist, so if you want to check that out. You could boost his HP right up. He'll be shielding all your team. He will be attacking twice. He does have a decreased attack on his A2, which is helpful. And he also has the reflect damage. So again, in certain stages of the Fire Knight, he could be really beneficial. He's not the best Fire Knight character, again, because he's negative affinity for Fire Knight 20, but if you're working your way out through mid-game like I am, he's probably pretty useful. Obviously, there's the rares that you can start the game with. There's Elaine, Gaelic, and Aethel, and Kale. Kale is the best of the 4 starters, in my opinion. If you didn't pick him, I'm sorry, I didn't. I picked Gaelic, whichever, however you say it, which was sad for me, but that happened. People like Reliquary Tender, she's a fantastic healer and reviver. And, there's just a lot of rares in the game that are actually really helpful. I keep a lot of rares. War Maiden is a prime example. She's used all the way into endgame and right up to the end. And there's a few others. Soulbound Bowyer, she's actually pretty good. Damage dealer. So there's so many rares in the game, and there's so many epics that are useful, that are much more easily accessible than the legendaries, that I really want you guys, I understand it, I was the same. I was so frustrated that I wasn't pulling any legendaries for 6 months, 8 months of the game. But just remember, there are rares you can do it with. And if you're struggling, try building a different character, try a different technique. I was struggling, which I said in a previous video, to get past Fire Knight 13 and to get past the Dragon's Lair. And I tweaked a few characters. I tweaked my Vrask and had him heal, and I'm now up to stage 15 on the Fire Knight. So not only did I pass 13, but I also passed 14 and I'm now farming 14. Again, the rares are great. If you've got some, put some time into them. You don't have to spend too much on them. They cost a lot less in books. My apothecary is fully booked. He takes 4 there, 4 there, and 2 there. I fully booked him, and because they're rare, you can also pull dupes of them. If you get dupes, certain characters you don't want to get rid of. I have 3 apothecaries. I built 1, and I have 2 waiting in my vault to build them out slightly different ways to try for different things. But some rares you can use. I did pull a second Frozen Banshee. I'm not going to use her because I have a strong Occult Brawler, but I will use the first one. So I used the second Frozen Banshee and I put her into this one as books. And I'm working on her. She'll be up soon. Hopefully be able to do a review on her. But focus on your rares. You might find you're pleasantly surprised if you build some of them out the right way. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please hit the like button. Keep your eye out. I'll have more raid videos coming along with some Oculus Quest VR content. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget, get online and get wrecking.